Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. Welcome. If you're watching me live right now, I want to say hi, how you doing, and thank you for watching. Now, I don't mean that, guys. Everyone that just called past my live stream right now, hi to you all. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy days to come watch this new release game that we're streaming today. I couldn't make it to today's live stream, and you're watching this back on my YouTube channel. Then once again, hi, how's your dog? Thank you for watching. Subscribing to my YouTube channel is also fantastic. If you do decide to do so, thank you in advance. You can come visit me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. That's Marbrolay, Marbrolay. Why not? Now, guys, if you're watching me live, feel free to chat away, ask me about anything, talk about games, dinner, lunch, girls, other games, sports, anything at all. Same goes for my YouTube channel. If you want to comment on the video or comment away about anything at all, as long as you keep it clean, guys, I will reply. I'm good like that. So it can be about anything at all. Thank you. Okay, so this stream is proudly sponsored by, supported by, and supplied by the amazing people at Ratalaika Games. RatalaikaGames.com. Check them out. I know. Heaps of people have been saying to me, you pronounce Ratalaika Games wrong. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing, guys. It rolls off my tongue really nicely when I go Ratalaika Games. I know it's not pronounced that way, but Ratalaika Games tech director, Penguin Popman, Rata Popman I call him, he came in and he said the way I say it's just fine. It's just fine. So I'm rolling with it. So that's coming from someone that works at Ratalaika Games. He says I say it fine. Okay, guys. This game's called The Fairy Secret. Yes, it's the sequel to The Fairy Song, which we streamed a while back. So if you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, look at the description and there'll be a link in the description showing The Fairy Song, the game before this one, but we streamed ages and ages ago, or many moons, I should say, because I have no idea when we did it. Let me tell you about this game. 2 years has passed since the events of The Fairy Song, and Marine has been happily living together with her adorable girlfriend, Lisbeth. Marine is worried about her grandmother, Iris, who lived in a small, scenic village of Freshabelle. Okay, I can't pronounce that. Iris's health has been failing her as of late, and Marine worries if she does not spend more time with her grandmother, she will later regret it. It is with the most thought in mind of Marine and Elizabeth. I'm going to say Elizabeth. It's Elizabeth. Decide to pay Iris a visit during the summer holidays. Soon events take a turn for the complicated, and they run into a familiar phase in Iris's garden. Edmund, the vengeful knight, has returned seemingly from beyond the grave to deliver a grim and alarming message. Okay, so this game features a lesbian romance-themed kinetic novel, beautiful original art and music, 85,000 words of text, continuation of the fairy of the fairy song. It's a single-player game. It's a visual novel, of course. I mean, look, once again, the publisher is Ratalaika Games. Supported language are English, German, Russian, simplified Chinese. This game gets released April 25th, 2025, which is tomorrow for us Australians. But once again, they're fantastic people at Ratalaika Games and sent the game to us early to stream for us, all you fabulous fans out there and viewers. Developer of the game is ebi-hime. Do a lot of her, or I'm not sure it's a her or he, or do a lot for this person. I mean, this day and age, you can't say anything without getting in trouble. But they do great visual novels. Very good art as well. It's available for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox consoles. Today I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. Let's put the music back on. We've already seen the options. Let's check the extras out. Now, CG Gallery, of course, haven't locked anything. We'll check it all out as soon as we finish the showcase. Let's start the game. Once again, I am Australian, as you all know, and if I do stuff up words, it's because I'm stupid, and you're going to forgive me for it. The woman sat deep in the depths of the forest, pitched like a bird among the boughs of the trees. Had this been observers in the woods beyond the mushrooms and flowers, they would have thought her beauty. Her limbs were long and slender, her face fair, her long hair curled about her shoulders. She wore a gown composed of innumerable shades of green, the green of moss, and of leaves, and of hundreds of grasses, and scattered flowers were twinned through her tresses, whatever. Wings protruded from her shoulder blades like stained glass, which added further to her unworldly majesty. She was indeed a striking creature, but her proud and haughty bearing rendered her a foof of the approachable. She's got a good set too. I'm just going to have to throw that in there for a fairy. I'm surprised she can fly. It was clear, even from the glance, she was not of this human world, though she possessed infinite compassion for her forest and for the creatures who dealt among it. She could spare no such feelings, no for humans, not even hatred. To them, she felt only empathy. Why should she care for their plight? Though she was only a human herself. The woman's dress hung from the barrel upon where she sat like ivy, which was quite unswivelled by the breeze. This is far into the forest. There was no breeze to disturb it. Once the forest had been light and airy. The winds had carried the scents of wildflowers, and in the woman's hair and dress and wings had shifted. Now, however, the winds never seemed to bow, and when they did, they carried only the scent of mildew and of mould. Though the forest floor was festooned with grasses, and the much more brownish yellow than red and green. Dolores, the woman, cast her gaze upon the forest, her forest. The woods were her home. See the art in the background? It's beautiful, isn't it? Good soundtrack kind of could go to it. Peaceful kind of. Just gonna scratch my ear, guys. For many, many years she had lived thus among the delicate whispery night imperceptible creatures humans seemed determined to ignore. She had been happy here, in her lush land of tall grass and beautiful otherly flowers. But her wells of happiness, as of late, had become to run dry. Like a shallow puddle in the pitiless summer months, the few simple pleasures she gleaned from life have evaporated. It's not the easiest thing to read, is it? It's got a lot of these kind of like, thus real to those sort of things, like the olden days. She had hopped for many moons. Now that things would improve, she had hoped for many moons, not hopped. Man, I'm going good. Now that things would improve without any invention upon her part. These things often happen in cycles, after all. Now, she could see the optimism without action would get her nowhere. Her forest, was dying. The woman knew this is a fact, for she could understand the low, arcane limitations of the very earth. The forest was still young. It could not have cried out as if it did, but it would not live for much longer, not if she continued to stand idle. The time for hoping was past. She had no choice now but to take action. Do not worry, the woman spoke in a tongue of fairies, which was soft and sibilant, and she passed her palm to the bough of the aged tree which she sat. I know it hurts, but please, believe me. The woman passed her palm more firmly against the bough of the tree. So firmly it bit into her skin, and it hurt. The pain was not insignificant. I can't say it. Insignificant. That's it. But the woman was able to endure it. Welcome to the stream there, Tiger. She had loved the forest of centuries and would continue to do so, even if it hurt her. It was only hurting her, she knew, because it itself was hurting. I will do it all in my power to protect you. Soon she will return, and when she does, the woman's blue eyes narrowed. Her strength was falling. It had been failing her, in fact, for quite some time. Her strength was failing, But she still had enough strength, despite her infirmity, to promise thus. I will not let her leave us again. I pledge my crown upon it, and my life too. It is an easy enough matter to wager on. One's life away. The queen of the fairies smiled bitterly, her eyes sweeping across the scrubland which had once been her precious forest. When it is delicious close already to gut her out. Now I just got a rare achievement, guys. Not so long ago. 30 Gs. Rare achievement. Now I don't know how you can avoid the rare achievement. It's not very rare if you just gives it to everyone, is it? But it's a rare achievement. I like rare achievements because they get that beautiful sound to them. Okay, so our first achievement. Okay, the first day. What was that then? It's not the easiest to read. I'm going to say straight off the bat, it's not the easiest to read because I'm stupid, and plus the words and the way they're put is kind of like old fashioned and kind of like, silver spoon kind of put up your bum kind of thing. Posh. Knee high, Marine. I feel sleepy. I feel sleepy, but I can hear someone calling to me. I was dozing, at least I think I was, but this is a sweet voice, coupled with the rumbling of tires against the tarmac, makes me blink. Oh, I crack open my eyes and turn my head. Another rare achievement, guys. 30 G's, the beginning again. Embark on a brand new journey. 2 rare achievements. The Skull Games has been got full of rare achievements. They sound so good. They scare me sometimes. What is it? What is going on? Oh my. My companion, a pretty brunette with a face full of freckles, casts an eye to me, smiling all the while. Do you not remember that, Marie? You must be tired. No, I am not tired. My reply is pretty pouty, though why I bother arguing is a mystery even to myself. It should be obvious, but by looking at me, that I am exhausted. I better have some pretty serious bags under my eyes. Though, given my fondness for smoky black eye makeup, it should be hard to spot them. That's one of the positives of being a goth, I guess. I'm just fine, really. So you say. My girlfriend, Elizabeth. It's not Elizabeth, it's Elizabeth, isn't it? It's weird. Titters, her fingers still curled to the steering wheel. But you look rather tired to me, Marine. Oh, I've got a phone call, guys. I'll be back in just a jiffy. Bear with me for a second. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Did you stay up late last night? Kind of. It took a while for me to pack. I wasn't sure how much stuff to bring. Your bag was rather heavy. Yes. When I was hauling it into the car this morning, it made me wonder what manner of items you had stashed away in there. Oh, it's nothing too crazy. I just put along some essentials, you know. I had to pack my clothes, of course, and a swimsuit just in case, and a spare pair of shoes, which were pretty heavy, and then all the makeup. Ah, yes, all of your makeup. You do have a rather lot of it. You could open your own cosmetic shop with all that war paint. It isn't war paint. Lizzie, jeez. You spend too much time with my dad. He's rubbing off on you. Should I not spend time with your father? I rather like him. He's very fun to talk to. You would like that, and everybody does. Apart from my mother, when he's ribbling about her long-standing obsession with Valentina Roth. Why, you say I think there's a bad thing. It does not really bother you that I like to talk to your father, does it? Not really, I guess. It's nice to see you getting along, or at least it gets him off my back. I've watched the old Indiana Jones trilogy with him so many times, I could, quote them off the heart. Hey, builders, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Builder says, let me have this. Should I not let your dad rub on me? Valentino Rosso. The motorbike dude. That I like to feel them rub on your father. He always gets behind my back. So Builders is being dirty, guys. He wants someone's father behind his back, rubbing him. How are you, my friend? Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the sub and donation. You always come past throwing some charities towards me. Thank you. I need that to buy my mini statues, and I'm going to go and purchase right now. Thank you, Builders. Thank you. Oh, I know the moving pictures. We watched the Temple of Doom together last week. I know you did. I bet the whole street did. It was loud. I could hear it up my room. I did. I played Fortnite with you the other day, Builders, so calm down. I haven't played since, to be honest. I haven't played since, I don't think. There's something else about my dad, I guess, that she doesn't like very much still. I don't think my mum has much room to complain, since she's always listening to Valentina Roth songs at truly ear-splitting volumes. My mum and dad often get into a silly spats about things like this. I don't think they mean any ill by them, though. As much as they bicker, I've never seen them go hammer and tongs over, say, the mortgage or suspected infidelity or anything super serious. They've been married almost 20 years and they're still pretty lovely-dovelies, despite all their spats. I caught them kissing more times than I dare count. I think I'd rather have parents who like one another too much rather than parents who don't like one another at all. I know Helena had a pretty hard time back in the eight. What? I'll start again. I know Helena had a pretty hard time of it back in the year 8 when her parents went through the messy divorce. That took me a while to get that one out. I wonder whether they had any influence on her co-exceeding poor decisions to date that pertitious wannabe musician, Proteus, who was at least 7 years, or was it 8, her senior. Proteus is a thing of the past now, thank God, and Helena and I were able to patch things up between us. Things are going pretty well in the life of Marie, despite my insistence on wearing all black, like life's some sort of ongoing funeral. I just finished the 6th form graduating with a string of passionable descent, results all B's, and I've got an acceptance letter from the university over in London. I've been working a part-time job over the summer, so I have a little bit of cash. Not a lot, but a little. And to cap it off, I have an amazing, incredible, glorious girlfriend. I'm super lucky. But that doesn't precede me from being super sleepy. It's been so hot lately, I've been getting much rest at night. And the stuffy interior of the Elizabeth's car actually is my mum and dad's old car. Isn't doing much to invigorate me. I'm ready to pass out. Marine, are you alright? I'm sure I live. But don't worry, I'll endure the worst. Like facing down a dragon in Fasher Chap's forest 2 years ago. That was pretty insane. to such an extent, I'd rather, in its all figment of my overreactive imagination, of Elizabeth didn't remember I'm going to call her Liz. Liz is additional to being more wonderful girlfriend, is also might and normal, and no, that it's not just cause she's happy dating a misanthropic gump like me. Lizzie was born in this century, but many centuries past, way back when England wasn't even England, but a whole bunch of separate kingdoms that are all at war. And we were being invaded by the Vikings every 5 minutes. How Liz ended up in the current century in pretty wild tale, with a lot of twists and turns, but she interrogated pretty well. The way she talks is still a little stiff. She's one of the most formal teenagers around, but she can read and write modern English just fine. This might sound very impressive, since she's only 18, but I think it's quite the feat, given when she first woke up in the 21st century, she couldn't even spell her own name. Liz would have difficulties with that. Actually, even though she had been able to read and write, since for a while she didn't know what her real name was. But we've put all the confusion behind us now. Liz wasn't able to attend sixth form college when I did, on account of her missing out on the full decade of compulsory schooling, but she's caught up. She has a few GCSE now. Somehow, she did even better in maths than I did, and she's planning to take some A levels in history and geography next autumn. She also took driving lessons last year, alongside her remedy English and mathematical classes. She passes her test a couple of months back, and since then she's been ferrying me around from place to place. She's doing pretty well for herself, given she is technically supposed to exist in this century. I was a little worried, actually, that Elizabeth, or Liz, might have had a hard time settling in, giving her status as an undocumented alien. But it seems like all that barracuda casual nonsense was taken care of already. Magic really is amazing. It can do anything. It's so convenient. In any case, that's why Lizzie is acting as this designated driver for our trip to French Pole. It's unfortunate, but I can't drive to save my life, or anybody else's life, for that matter. I could probably end a few lives with a piss-poor driving, though. It's what my Belugardi instructor told me during my last lesson, if anything to go by. It's actually a little humiliating that Liz so good at driving, since she was born in a century where cars literally didn't exist. I'm so awful. I asked Liz how she is so good at driving, and she said, with a smile, that it wasn't all that difficult to riding a horse. Maybe she thought that was a useful advice, but a few issues with that. Issue number 1 being that I've never ridden a horse before either, and issue number 2 being that I doubt very much so that it's actually an analogy. Horses don't have engines, damn it. Hey Lizzie. Yes, what is it, Marie? Could I put some music on? It might help me wake up. So you admit that you are tired. Liz giggles triumphantly, though why she looks so smug, I have no idea. I think she likes to be proven right. She can be oddly competitive at times. Yeah, sure, whatever. I went to sleep last night. Like I said, so sue me. Is this music fine? That depends on what it is. I'd rather partial to Taylor Swift myself. Yeah, no, let's not even go there. Why ever not? Her music is horrible. I mean, they say good, but it's horrible. It's widely considered good, yes. But that doesn't mean I have to like her. I'm an individual, and I can decide what I like and what I don't on my own, thanks. Methinks that you are being contrary, Mary. You have no genuine reason to dislike her, save her from popularity. Maybe I'm being contrary, but who cares? You know I don't like that sort of music. Trust me, I am aware that you are that, particularly after spending 2 years with you. You prefer to listen to music by the anger, shouty cannibal men, do you not? Are you talking about Cannibal Corpse? Yes, that was his name, goodness. Liz knows wriggles. That's quite an unpleasant mockery, is it not? If I was a cannibal, I do not think I wish to announce it in the world quite so proudly. I don't think the members of Cannibal Corpse are really cannibals, or indeed real corpses. The same can be said, however, for the former members of the Norwegian black metal band Mayhem. On both counts, actually. And I don't think I'm in the mood to listen to Cannibal Corpse right now. Anyway, maybe we can go for some more mellow. What about Nine Inch Nails? Ah, Nine Inch Nails mellow? I think so. Yeah, I mean, Nine Inch Nails aren't even metal. They're rock. They aren't Taylor Swift though. I know, that's the best part. Why are you so hung up on Taylor Swift anyway? Brigitte likes her. She's actually invited me to one of her concerts. Oh yeah? You gonna go? If I can save up enough money for a ticket, sounds like fun. Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. You don't expect me to tag along. I wouldn't. I know your tastes are alike, though I fear you are missing out. Are you sure you have no wish to listen to Taylor Swift? I'm sure her music is perfectly fine. If you happen to like uninspiring, milquetoast lyrics about falling in love, falling out of love, or not being loved by every human on the planet, I guess that's Taylor Swift to a T, eh? Damn right. But I think I put me right back to sleep. I got nothing on pity hate machine, you know? Oh, all right. Have it your way. We can listen to whatever you like on the way to Friendship Hall. I would like to listen to my favourite singers on the way back, though. Does that sound fair? I guess. Though, if Liz doesn't insist on listening to Taylor Swift, I might have to have a few stern words with her. Good. Put your music on then. That would be an immigrant view. If nothing else, it's so loud. Like I said, 9 Inch Nails aren't really loud. I remembered our protest, albeit weekly, and I hook up my phone up to the car's speaker. Then flip open my collection of albums until I find what I'm after. I find Pretty Hate Machine quickly enough and turn it on, so the opening strands of head like a hole fill in the car. I lean back, letting the music wash over me, and I look out the window. The green, sprawling countryside of England passes by in a blur, and endless fields of trees and hedges grow. It's a lot prettier out here than the Grimsby, with Liz off the set off from the earlier. Grimsby is about as grim as a namesake, all of the concrete, and since by the sea it smells Bryn pretty much constantly. I like it out here more, though. Of course, there's not much to do. I'm prepared for pretty uneventful weeks spent out in Friendship Hall, aka the middle of nowhere, but I'm looking forward to seeing my Grain again. It's been a while since I last spent any time with her. I think last time I saw her would have been, 6 months ago, at Christmas, when Aunt Alison drove her over to my parents' place to celebrate. 6 months is a pretty long time, especially for an old woman like my Gran. We're her in the 80s. I hope she's still doing alright. This is the part where I decide to go and visit her. I've always had a soft spot for my parental grandmother, more so than even more before. After all, her talking fairies proved to be spot on. She's the only person in my family who knows the truth about Liz, but when she comes from another century, so she is the only person I can talk wholly open about my relationship. Gran might be an old-fashioned woman herself from another era of her own, but she is very supportive of Liz and I. Another reason for my decision, I guess, can be owed to my upcoming move to London. The drive from Grimsby to Friendship Hall takes enough time, almost an hour, but from London to Friendship Hall, forget it, that takes at least 4. It's pretty up in the air if I'll be able to see my Gran in the immediate future, so I figure I ought to snatch the time with her as I can, while I still have the chance, I mean. Call me a pessimist, but I listen too much to 9 Inch Nails, but I'm afraid she might be around for that much longer. Okay guys, on that note, we're gonna save it up in the slot. There we go. Back to the title, yep. Let's look at the extras, see if we unlock the CG gallery. What do we get? We got this one. And then we got this one. And the eyes are closing, the eyes move. There's like 15 of those, that image. Wow. What do I have to do to unlock that? Let's have a look at the next page. Oh, sorry, clear. It's a hard thing about these games that you can't actually see where the cursor is sometimes. I don't even know where the... I'm back here again. I can't seem to get out of this part. Okay, let's... I can't actually see... Oh, there it is. There. And again, I've lost... I lose the cursor. There's only 2 unlocked. Okay, let's go to the music box. Oh, God. There's the music box. All different ones. Sunny days, slow and steady, time has passed. What else have we got? And the same guess is the lock, which haven't finished the game. There we go, guys. The Fairy Secret on the Xbox Series X, brought to us today by the amazing people at Ratalaika Games. I will put the first game in the series in my YouTube video description. So if you want to check out the first game in the series, Fairy Song, check it out, guys. It's not a bad game. It's kind of hard to read, though, to be honest. For me, anyway. I found it hard to read because of all the different words. And, you know, I'm not the best reader in the world, as you probably can tell. But I did my best. I hope you enjoyed it. The art's really good. Soundtrack in the background's quite relaxing. So apart from that, it's being hard to read, I'm going to give the Fairy Secret a 7 out of 10. No bugs, no glitches. It plays perfectly fine, being a visual novel. Not much to do. Just read. It's a good game. 7 out of 10. I'd like to thank everyone for calling past today's live stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're watching this back on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching. It means the world to me. Feel free to comment about anything. What also is fantastic, if you can subscribe, help support my channel, and I say thank you in advance. Make sure you take care of yourselves and ones you love. Don't forget to feed your pets. Remember the name's Margaret Relay. Say hi to your dog for me. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.